Yo, can you manage? Yeah, sweet, that's working. What we saying, man? Let me adjust my fucking stand on TikTok as well. There we go. Bosh. Bosh. What we saying, man? What we saying, chat? We saying, chat? We saying, chat? What time do you call this? Wow, we're already with the rage baiting. Already with the rage baiting. We haven't even had a move yet. Morning reality, what you saying? Nearly at 4K subs on the YouTube, man. Morning, everyone. No, morning, Mehmet. Morning, Josh. Morning, Tommy. Morning, Fletch. How we all doing, man? Morning, Reality Bites. How we doing, man? Let me know if you're here on TikTok. Let me know what pairs we're looking at. We'll have a look now if we could potentially see GU coming down. If we can potentially see it come down. Let's get the, there we go. Let's move the speaker a bit. Bosh. Let's just put it there. Morning, Seb. What you saying, bro? Morning, Reality. Get the tunes on. Yeah, what we saying, man, on YouTube? Morning, Jeff. Morning, Lord. What you saying? Morning, Steve. How you doing? Everyone, let me know what pairs we're looking at, man. Let me move this down here. Yeah, man, let me know what pairs we're looking at this morning. Yeah, man, what pairs we're looking at, chat? Let me know. Let me know what pairs we're looking at, chat. Morning, V. Got what you saying? Morning, Jed. Got daily CRT on GU. Got daily CRT on GU. Can you check gold? Yeah, no worries. We'll check gold in a sec, bro. Let me check the daily CRT on GU. Yeah, that's a nice spot, to be fair. The good thing about GU is we've still got this CRT high to trade into. The monthly on the CRT is, I'm sorry, honest. The monthly on GU is looking unreal. We've got this distribution move. So first of all, we filled this order block here on the monthly, had this distribution move. We've then had pretty much near enough 6 months of price recovery. This is really since prices recovered since like the tariff news and shit like that. We've kind of been ranging with all the news that's come out fundamentally, and we've been trading really nicely with these CRTs. And obviously we've got this monthly one here to trade up into. But the other nice thing about GU on the monthly is, so the main move of this year was that distribution, as we said, and prices came in and filled our monthly imbalance there. Obviously had CRT at the low as well. So really we should be moving bullish, not only to the CRT high, but also to the external monthly high. So we should have a fair while of bullishness on GU. It's like 372 pips, so there's definitely room for a big move. In terms of the daily as well, we do have nice CRT on the daily. At least I thought we did. We saw, I mean, yeah, actually we do, to be fair. So we've got this candles low here was swept, and then we've got this candles high here to trade into. It's basic CRT profile. Everyone drop a like on the stream, man. Let's get some more heads in here. Let's get some more heads in here right now. But yeah, in terms of GU, if you've seen my recent YouTube video, the strat that I've been using quite a bit recently with the with the volume profile. So you can see, first of all, we are coming up to that CRT high on GU. We've got the 4-hour order block as well, which price has tapped into and started to move away. So we want price to continue from this order block up towards this CRT high. But then if we go down into the 15-minute, you can see if we draw the volume on from the low to the high, or even on the Asia session start to the high, see the max volume is along this point here, which sits just in line with this nice order block there. So I'd personally be waiting for the price to come back here, go on my 1 minute for refinement, and then look for longs up to this high. So this will be the move that I'm really looking to catch from there to here, which is going to be like 25, 26 pips. So that's the main move. Obviously, you can look for trades coming down as well if you want. If there's any inversion, you want to wait for price to come lower, you can do that as well. And we've got the same thing on EU. If we go on the 30-minute, you can see from the low to the high, the max volume was along this point, which sits right by this order block. So this is the most likely point price comes into and then continues higher. So again, that's the main move we're going to be looking at for EU. Hope you had a good weekend, mate. Yeah, my weekend was sweet, bro. I didn't really do well. To be fair, I was just watching all that boxing. What did we think about the boxing? That was terrible, bro. From start to finish, it was woeful, bro. Even the undercards were shit. I'm a casual, innit? I'm a boxing casual, but a lot of my mates love boxing and MMA and that. I normally prefer the undercard fights just because people are actually fighting for something rather than just like £1 billion. You know what I mean? Like, normally you get some decent fights on the undercard, but there was literally no good fights on the undercard. To be fair, I didn't watch the Misfits undercard, but I watched the Jake Paul undercard. No good fights on that. And then yeah, Andrew Tate got his head slapped about. It was pretty disappointing. Tate was terrible. Yeah, trust me, Tate got absolutely cooked. What you saying, Mace? I'm bearish on EU and bullish on Dix. Why are you bullish or bear? Yeah, we've just gone through that, bro. I'm personally bullish on EU, GU. But yeah, chat, we did have one dub of the weekend. We had friend of Richesse, friend of Mace, Jay Kerr, the RB for final boss, the real RB for final boss. Caught that knockout, called out the fake RB for final boss as well. So dub Jay Kerr in the chat. That was the one shining light we had. Friend of Richesse, friend of Mace, Jay Kerr. He's meant to be a really nice fella as well, to be fair. So dub him up in the chat. Also had Arsenal winning as well. Scraped a win again. Top of the league at Christmas. Let's hope we can go all the way this time. Tried to use short on the 5-minute IFVG, took a L. Let's have a look. It's actually lining up decently for shorts to come back down. Only really to this volume point, but let's mark out the let's mark these out. Might be worth going for a trade on here. So we've got 5-minute inversion here. We'll wait to see if it does close below. So that was a 15-minute, and then GU has had that 5-minute inversion now as well, so could look to enter off that. Only thing is your RR. I'm not sure if your RR is going to be that good. Let's have a look. Everyone get the activeness in the chat, boys. It's a few days before Christmas. Good vibes only in the chat right now. Good vibes only in the chat. I don't hear no rage baiting. I don't hear nothing. I just want to hear pure. Do you know what I mean? Pure good vibes. A couple of words on the Villa, please. Yeah, Villa won again, didn't they? Oh mate, I can't stand Villa. I really can't stand them. Especially John McGinn. I cannot stand that bloke, John McGinn. But Villa are doing well. You got to give it to them. Villa are doing well. They're smashing it. But it would be kind of good to see him. Actually, no, it wouldn't be good to see him in the Champions League, because they're one of them teams that will just get Champions League and get slapped about, just roll over. But no, you got to big up Villa, even though I don't like them at all. You got to big them up. They are doing all right. Fair play, Villa. There's actually a kid who went to my school that supports Villa. Weirdly enough, considering I went to school in Essex. And I think his dad supported West Brom as well, which is even weirder. Must have just been rage baiting his dad from birth. Isn't it 10 wins in a row? Yeah, it is 10 wins in a row for the Villa. It's 10 wins in a row. 10 wins in a row for the Villa. Fair play, mate. Fair play to Villa. Obviously beat Arsenal in that as well, which is sad. Oh, mate, I don't know if I told you like the story, but I was watching it in the hotel lobby in Dam. And bro, there's some Villa fans watching it with me. Not with me, but to the side. And everyone's watching it, yeah. There's a few people watching it. And it's right near the end, like 2 minutes before the end. And this geezer's wife has FaceTimed him going, "We've won it! We've won it at the end! Oh my God, we've just scored the winner! We've won it at the end!" And he's just run up to the screen like this on FaceTime to his bird, like waiting for it to happen. Like, mate, you're not the only person in the fucking hotel. Could you not have kept that to yourself? It didn't really spoil much for me because we lost, but like, fucking hell. Have some decorum. And that just made me hate Villa fans even more. Not Villa fans, just Villa in general. Morning, I don't know what your name is, bro. Morning, autistic sloth. Wow. Reason for entry on Euro. And we want price to return to this max volume area. We've obviously taken out the high here as well. We've taken out the Asia high. We've had our inversion fair value gap. So we do want price to return back to that fair value gap. And then sell back down to this volume area. Or back into the Asia range. Normally we'd want it to come to the Asia low. So just down here. But I'd personally only be looking to trade it into this max volume area there. And we're seeing decent alignment on EU-GU. We'll see if we get this 15-minute trade through on EU. And then if you look at the DXY as well, DXY is giving pretty similar things. So again, we're coming off of this higher time frame level, this 4-hour level, getting decent rejection off of that level. As you can see, decent little sell-off so far. And then when we go lower down, onto the 30-minute time frame. So the volume profile doesn't actually work on this. But you can see we've had that initial move down from the London Open, or the Asia closed London Open. And normally when that happens, we wait till about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then price will eventually return back to this area and then have the continuation move. So a few things you can use to catch that, obviously, one of them being the OTE. What the fuck? Yeah, one of them being the OTE, as you can see there. So you'd want price to come to your optimal trade entry and then have a sell-off. And then the other thing we look for quite a lot as well is the max volume. So again, the volume from the top of the bottom of the distribution to the top of the distribution. So from there to there, you can see all of the volume is coming from this area here where this line is. So price is number one going to be attracted to go back to this area, and number two, there is likely to be buyers stepping back into the market at this area because they've already proved before that they are willing to trade within those areas. 8 consecutive W months in the Richesse signals. Yeah, man, the signals have been killing it. I think Apex is done for December now, but I'm not sure. He might, well, not done for December, but I think he's done for Christmas. But we'll see anyway. We'll see how it goes. Everyone double tap on TikTok, man. Reason for Euro, yeah, man. So again, I'll go over Euro one more time. On the 4 hour, obviously we are very bullish on the Euro. We have been for about 2 months now. If we look at the order block there, we've got an order block just there. So you can see that calls price to push away. Price has now returned back to this order block, tapped into it multiple times. So we're looking for the buyer pressure to come back in and buy from this internal order block up to this external high. When we go a little bit lower, again, as we said, we've got the Asia session. Now, the sessions are really important. You can't look at the market like this. You can't just look at the market as just an ever continuing thing because it's way too difficult. You need to look at the separate sessions. So, for example, look at yesterday, or not yesterday, but look at Friday. We had the Asia session accumulate, London session manipulate, and then the New York session distribute, have the main move. So that's basically what we're looking at today. Is we've got the Asia session, which is accumulated, moved sideways. So we want the London sessions at that move up, should really retrace back down, and then we want to catch that next move going higher. We've just taken out the Friday high, so we are looking for price to return from the Friday high back to our max volume area. As we said, if you draw the max volume from this low to this high, it will tell us that the max volume's here. So this is the point that price is going to be just attracted into. So we know price is going to be attracted to there. Once it's there, we're going to look for buyers. Until it gets there, we're going to look for sells. ZEC breaking out. Are we still doing this? We are still fucking doing this. Oh, this is a real currency. I thought this was like Zimbabwean. I don't even know. This is okay. This is a real thing. Okay. I thought this was going to be just a ridiculous currency pair. Is this Zcash? This is what this is. Gold longs was lovely last night. Bro was trading gold on Sunday night. You've got a serious problem, Ben. You've like genuinely got a problem. Or is that a supply zone for you? Yeah, that's a supply zone for me. The main reason being, bro, is as we said, is that volume. You can see there's so much volume around this area, which just tells us that buyers and sellers are willing to step into the market at that point. You can see all the volume's really coming from there. So, would you rather enter on EU or GU? I would rather enter on EU just personally because the inversion fair value gap is a 15-minute one, whereas on GU it is a 5-minute inversion. Appreciate the gift, Azzy. But yeah, this is the trade here. Let me get these sent into the Discord chat. If you want to join the Discord, link is in my profile. You get some of these trades sent in, man. Let's get some of these sent in. Yeah, let me know if you want to look at any other trades. I think a few people are looking at gold. Yeah, I think a lot of people are looking at gold right now. A lot of people looking at gold. Everyone like the stream on YouTube. Let's get some more money in this YouTube, boys. Kind of low on numbers right now because it's so near to Christmas. Want to wait for ideally for EU to align. You can see we've got 50 minutes right now. Oh, sorry, 50 seconds. No 15 inverse. Yes, that was low-key jarring. Right at the end, we got rage baited or edged, whatever you man call it. I'll get my soundboard up. I like that little soundboard. To be fair, I think I already explained to Lou and he said fair play, I think. Wait, what? He trades 11 PM. Oh, no. We're back with these strategies again, are we? We're back with these strategies. It's Christmas. Please, can you just tell me sensible strategies? I do not want to hear about 11 PM fucking strategy. If you tell me a strategy that requires me to be on my charts at 11 PM, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to move to America just to trade this fucking strategy? Morning, Hamza. What are you saying, bro? About my strat. Is he being serious? Do you trade 11 PM gold strat? Yeah, we didn't get the inverse right there. Almost like the orb strat. Yeah, the orb strat pisses me off as well. The orb strat really does get on my nerves. Not the strategy itself, just the people that trade it never seem to want to actually explain how it works. It's like they're trying to build it or give it aura or something. Like, bro, your strategy has no aura. The orb strat is not. It's not got aura in it. I'm confirming it now. The orb strat does not have aura. Serious, bro. See, it doesn't seem serious because you're telling me you trade at 11 PM at night, which I can't seem to be so serious. Let's have a look at it. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Okay, so what exactly in this did you manage to catch? Because market just opened. So market opened here and purely just continued and didn't stop until now. So no idea how you managed to get in a trade, but I mean, fair play. Your strategy clearly works somehow. See gold. Oh shit, gold reached new all-time highs. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, new all-time highs on gold. Dubs in the chat. All your fucking aunties and uncles and granddads that know you trade can be like, oh, gold's doing well, isn't it? And you can be like, yeah, I told you it would. Told you it would. Told you should have bought gold. You know what I mean? All the people that told their grannies to buy Bitcoin, cooked. That's why you stick with gold, man. Stick with the majors. You open... Okay. Wait. What happened with that Euro USD? Yeah, we need to close below this. We need to close below this. Doesn't look like that's going to happen right now. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Trading on the week of Christmas, yeah, bro. Thoughts on the sea tide strat? The sea tide strat. Is that like the moon? Is that like the moon? Fucking. Oh god. Oh god. Is that a real thing? Is this a real fucking thing? Or is he trolling? I've got to see if this is a real thing. I'm not her again. We've already fucking had a go at her. The only strategy you ever need. Okay, I think that's not actually existed. I think that was a troll. Thank God for that. There was not actually a real person trading the seaside strategy. But there is people trading the moonlight strategy, or whatever you call it. You open FEG from your last... You open... Okay. You open FEG from the first FEG 11 PM. I don't really know what you mean, but... I think you said that a bit wrong, but I sort of get what you're saying. So basically, you wait till 11. Let's try this strategy then. So you start at 11, which is a joke really in itself. So you start at 11 on gold, and then you wait for your first fair value gap to form. Can you piss off? And you wait for your first fair value gap to form. That doesn't count as a fair value gap, right? I'm assuming, even in your strategy. Okay. Alright, so you enter just straight away. You don't even wait for price to fill the fair value gap. So as soon as a fair value gap's formed, like here, you don't even wait for it to get tapped into. You literally just enter the trade. Fair enough. So you would have entered there. Don't know where your stop loss would have been. Okay, let's just try this for the benefit of the doubt. I'm assuming your stop loss must surely go below the thing. And then you aim for what? I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming you would have aimed for Friday high, but your name's Ben Fullport, so I'm assuming you aimed for all-time highs, which is kind of respectable. You've got to respect it, so... And then you literally just do that. Okay, hold up. Has he... What has Ben been cooking at 11 PM? What has Ben been cooking? Does this actually work? Let's try the day before. There's no way this works, right? There's no way this works. Surely not. There's no way this works. Okay, alright, 11 PM. Wait for the first fair value gap to form. That doesn't count as an opening gap. No. No. Fucking hell. I'm just gonna... Okay, right, there's a fair value gap formed there. Does that count? I'm not counting that. That's barely a fair value gap. I'm not counting that. Okay, I'll count that though. Right, so we've got the fair value gap forms. You enter on the 5 minute. Stop loss below the fair value gap. TP again, I don't really know where. I'm going to assume you're going to aim for prior New York low though. Like that. Let's see. Okay, I'm not going to lie. That was kind of peak. You got absolutely edged to anything. I don't know if you would have just closed then or what, but... It's low-key cooking. This strat is actually kind of cooking. What is Ben onto? Who let Ben cook with this? Okay, I'm assuming it does end up stopping out, but that's still pretty decent. Then you would have had to aim for a little bit higher and you would have dubbed. Fair play. Fair play. We might actually have to start looking at that. I mean, I'm not trying to trade at 11 PM at night, but needs must. Yeah, we still haven't got any inversions, chat. Still waiting. Still waiting for the inversions. Still waiting for the inversions. Cooked. I mean, I wouldn't say it got cooked. I mean, it low-key did, but like it went like a pip near enough to profit. So I kind of rate it. I'm kind of rating it. I'll give him the respect for that. I'll give him the respect for that. Lunar cycle and tide cycle are very similar. Actually, again, he's been watching Alex G. Now he said. Lunar cycle and tide cycle are very similar. Again, this is the type of people that just make me think the Matrix deserves to win. The rich should just stay rich. The poor should just stay poor. We don't deserve anything. None of us deserve to escape the Matrix. Alright, we've got people trading the moon cycle strategy, the fucking tide of the sea strategy. Like, bro, we do not deserve to leave the Matrix. Like, for real. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, fucking Peter Thiel, Jeff Bezos, they deserve it. We don't deserve shit talking stuff about the lunar cycle, the moon cycle strategy, bro. Holy cope. You're never going to do anything with that strategy, bro. Please. Please. If the next person that says that in my comment section you're going to have to go to the block party. I'm sorry. You're going to have to go to the block party for that. I can't stand people that trade shit like that. He's been watching Alex G. Bro, this guy's not even been watching Alex G. God knows what it is. Bro, do you know how we must have to find the lunar strategy? Bro, you literally must have had to go onto YouTube and gone like this. This is exactly what he's done. He's typed up trading strategy, right? And he's gone like this. Wait, can you filter it by least views? So he's probably filtered it by... Okay, you can't actually filter it by least. He's gone like this. Literally just scroll down and down and down and down and down till he's found the worst possible strategy on the whole of YouTube. And then he's gone, alright, yep, this is it. Oh my god, that ain't who I think it is. We found the Ashton Hall strategy. Oh my god. Bruv. Ashton Hall, you know. What the fuck does this guy know, actually? This is how you find these type of strategies, though. Scroll all the way to the bottom of YouTube. Just join, bro. Heard you say good strategy. What strat is that? It was a gold strategy. It was a gold strategy for the Asia session, which normally I'd be massively against, but to be fair, it actually looked kind of decent. It's essentially you just buy off the first 5 minute fair value gap that forms. So you wait for market open at 11. Whatever fair value gap forms, you just buy with your stop loss below it and just aim for the next higher time frame point. So for this one, you'd aim for 4,400. I've got OCD, so I've got to change this. Alright. Any other strategies you man have got, let me know. Full port Mondays. It's not full port every day. We do full port Fridays. Full port Mondays is crazy. Getting the week off to a terrible start. I do it every day. Fair play. Do you think GU will calm down? To be fair, it's silly alright this month. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's played pretty decently. I'm not going to lie. FEG break retest, liquidity grab by the big boys to take retail traders' money. Yeah, pretty much. Are you with a prop? Yeah, boys, we are with Alpha Capital Group. If you want to get funded with the best prop firm in the game, Alpha Capital Group. Let's go on their thing right now, as I can show you. Alpha are the best prop firm out there. I'm not gonna lie, best prop firm in the UK by far. They got the best rules. Alpha Capital Group, cheapest accounts as well, most reliable payouts. They've paid me out way more than they really should have. Well, not really more than they should have, but I've never had a problem with any payouts from Alpha Capital Group. And yeah, use code Richesse at checkout. You get a discount on their shit. You also get a premium role in my Discord. Means you get into the mentorship or the signals or whatever you want for free for a certain period of time. And also you get a big discount. So why not use my code? And also you get to help out me, who I'm just so deserving of that. Okay. Maybe that last bit was a little bit exaggerated, but if you're going to use anyone's code, you might as well use mine. Are you entering this? We're waiting for GU to align up with it, bro. So we're waiting for EU and GU to both align. If you see there. So GU's obviously inverted its fair value gap and then just completely disrespected it again. Whereas EU... there wasn't actually any 5 minute fair value gap, so we're waiting for the 15 minute to be inverted. So I'll close below this 15 minute fair value gap, and then we'll be looking to actually get into that trade. But until they're lined up, it's a bit too risky. Let's see what we're seeing on the 2 minute though. But yeah, chat, let me know if there's any other pairs you man are looking at trading. I know there's always people looking at gold and shit, but let me know if you're trading anything. What's happening on GU? Yeah, same thing really. Our main trade of the day that we're looking for is continuations off this order block here, where the max volume point is. But it's likely that price is going to return to this point, as we said, because there's the max volume there, and then continue off. So we're mainly looking for the buy up off of it, but until then we will be looking for sells down to that volume point. I've just done a YouTube video on this strategy as well. It's actually banging as well, bro. I think it's on like nearly, what, it's on like 1.5k views or something like that. It's pretty decent. I'm nearly at 4k subs as well. I'm like 50 subs off. How many views is this bitch on? 1.3k. Yeah, if you want to see me break down the strategy and that, you can go watch that. It's very, very similar to the market conditions we got today. So yeah, go check that out if you haven't already. This Christmas you have to full port. Any excuse to full port. Any excuse to full port, and we're here for it. I kind of respect it. The JPYs as usual. Yeah, let's check GJ. Let's check GJ, EJ, UJ. Apparently in the chat we're getting positions on that. I mean, yeah, again, it's just really, really bearish. We've got this higher time frame low that we're still trading into. We've been looking at this level for literally the whole year. So I'm not going to lie, JPY has given us an entire year and a half, pretty much, of bearish structure. JPY has been so easy to trade. Like, literally so easy to trade. And you can see how nicely we're just ranging. Like, we're literally just making lower highs, lower lows, lower lows, lower highs. Like, just perfect way you'd want it to move, chat. I'm not going to lie. So there could be entries on that right now. Could be entries. But yeah, chat, everyone make sure if you are going to get funded, go with Alpha Capital, man. They're the best firm in the game. Use my code Richesse as well. Right now, there's not really too much you can look for, to be honest. I mean, we kind of have this CRT, which has it been completed? I can't really tell. But looking at structure itself, you can see we've got this fair value gap here, which price has just filled and then ran off to the low. So obviously, as I always say, every fair value gap has an equivalent high and low. And this fair value gap's equivalent low is here, which has just been taken. So you can see if we now break down the market a bit more, you can see we have our high, we have our low, and we have our, so this is our external low, our external high, and then we have our internal fair value gap. So you can see during the Asia session, price rallied up to the fair value gap, filled it, and then had a pretty decent sell-off. So I will just be looking for that sell-off to continue. We can see that there is another fair value gap on the slightly lower time frame here. So I'll be looking for price to come back up and fill that, and then be looking to get into continuations to the downside for the yen basket. So the yen basket is just the Japanese yen on its own. So essentially, if we're bearish on the yen on its own, it means we're going to be bullish on UJ, bullish on EJ, bullish on GJ. So it gives us nice confluence. I think UJ is like going to be the only thing that's actually still got a level to take. I'm not going to lie. GJ's been a cash cow for me this year. Or JPY has been a cash cow for me this year. Yeah, JPYs have been lovely, man. I've seen you've been trading it literally all year, which is nice. Where GJ is just so strong, it's kind of hard to actually find like a serious level for it to come down to. Like even this fair value gap here. Normally you'd want it to come down and fully fill it and then go higher, but we can't really trust that's going to happen because of how strong the GJ is. So we can see we just about wicked into it there and then continued. So we'd probably really just assume that that's been mitigated. If you go on the daily time frame again, we're really high up on the range. So yeah, we've really just had accumulation for Asia and then a bullish move. I'd say we've really probably been moving off of this order block here. So this would be our internal liquidity and this would be our external liquidity, which has now obviously been taken. So we could really expect a little bit of a sell-off now again, back into that Asia range, back to a fair value gap. We can now draw on the max volume as well, so we can see where the volume is lying. And you can see the max volume is a line along this order block right here. So it's quite likely that price is going to return to this order block. So price is going to trade down into this order block, and then we're going to see continuation buys from that order block there. Want to see if we can see similar stuff on EJ and GJ as well. Or sorry, EJ and UJ. So we're going to check EJ now as well. Again, we are very close. This is past all-time highs, but this is just like a psychological level. We marked out 185 on the dot. I think we've just nearly tapped into it. But you can see the fill of this fair value gap was a lot nicer. See on the daily, we fully filled the fair value gap, moved higher. So our range now is from this low here to this high here. So we're currently literally at the high of the range right now, which is why you've got to be a bit careful. Again, though, we didn't actually fill this fair value gap. So this is the same one on GU that we didn't really fill. So we are going to mark this out, but I'm not massively expecting it to come back into it, to be honest. We do have CRT at this candle's low, this 4-hour candle low at 10 PM. So you can see we swept out the low and then traded into the high. So if we go up in the time frames a little bit more, you can see this is the candle that we saw swept. So this big candle here was the candle we saw swept with the CRT. So that phase of the market has been completed now. That distribution to the upside has been completed. So yeah, looking for that next move. Again, we can see we've got this order block here, which price has tapped into, I believe. Price is just about tapped into, and also with the CRT lined up for a really nice buy. So we're just looking for price to come back down and then continue that bullish move. We know that the yen basket is going to remain weak, so we can be pretty confident it's going to continue in this direction. Again, I'll be marking out this fair value gap right here. This fair value gap right here is the most likely place price comes back down to. Love your analysis, Lou. Appreciate that reality. This is the most likely point we come down to. Again, we're going to draw the volume on just to see where, again, it is along this order block here. So we can see GJ and EJ both really giving a similar type of order block there. You can see EJ and GJ both have an order block with most volume being expended at that order block or the consolidation just before, which is a nice confluence to see. And now the one that's normally a little bit unaligned is going to be UJ. The nice thing about UJ is it's still got its external high to trade into, whereas you can see GJ is just flying through the roof, EJ flying through the roof, all-time highs. Whereas UJ, where the dollar's been kind of weak as well, not as weak obviously as the yen basket, but kind of weak, it's actually still got this high from the end of November, 20th of November, to still come into. So that is still a very nice target. You can see we're coming off of our daily order block to our daily high, with our range low being there, range high being there. If you go on to the 4-hour, similar thing though, we did see this distribution which price has just about filled the fair value gap or tapped into it, which we're going to say is going to count as a fill just because we know how weak the yen is. But we do have CRT again on UJ, but just not been completed. So this is the CRT that has been completed on EJ with that big 10 PM candle, swept the low, traded up into the high. But you can see UJ actually hasn't completed it, so that could still be a target for us, which is just below obviously the daily high right there. And again, if we go into slightly lower time frames, we'll see if we can see any more confirmations on the 30-minute. It's kind of awkward because we just got this massive big candle here, but you'd probably say that this fair value gap here will be the POI that we've been really respecting, and you can see prices filled that fair value gap and then tapped into it a few more times and then started to really rally higher. So yeah, again on this I'll be looking just to trade price higher. Right now we're actually at a decent fair value gap, I'm not going to lie, or a decent order block in terms of the range. If you look at the current range on the 5-minute time frame, the range low is here, the range high is here. So this is our internal order block, this is our external high. So you'd be looking for buyers off of this up to that high. And then obviously ideally up to our CRT high and then even more. So yeah, you'd be looking at a position similar to this, stop loss on the low, entry somewhere near to the order block, TP up here. You can refine it a little bit more on the lower time frame if you want as well, or you can just enter straight away off of where price is, up to you. Let's go down onto the 1 minute just to see if there's actually any. Right, yeah, so we do have this order block here on the 1 minute time frame. It's big, you can see it's this big candle here. We've got the body and the wick order block there. So I'd probably look for price to come back into that and then go higher, to be honest. So I'll be looking at price coming back into that I have my stop loss beneath this wick on the left here. That wick just there. And as I said, TP on that CRT high. Like that. And this RR on that is what? 3.5, 3.5 to 1. So yeah, pretty decent RR on that as well. Let's see how EU's getting on. Did it invert? No, it actually didn't invert again. We still have yet to invert the fair value gap, which is kind of annoying. Bro, bro, what WTF are you watching about No Edge Master? Sorry. Not gonna lie, your cat in your profile picture looks easily kickable, so be careful. I think price is gonna drop. What do you think? What for, bro? And also, I don't know what that guy's. This is the problem with watching too many videos, though. This is the problem with watching too many videos. This guy is talking about I've got no edge, bro. Sometimes it's not that deep. Look at the yen basket. This is the problem with people that watch a million videos and then think that they've got an edge. Bro, no edge is going to change the fact that the yen basket's bearish. I promise you. I promise you no amount of edge is going to change the fact that the entire year the yen basket has been bearish. And it is currently at the complete low that it has been all year. And it will continue to be weak. So there's no edge that can tell you to look for anything other than buyers on UJ, EJ and GJ. It's just literally basic fundamental analysis. Like no amount of CRT, ICT, orb, ORB, wave strategy, moon cycle strategy. No amount of watching videos is going to change the fact that that's the case, bro. So, yeah. What's gone up the nose then? I'd love for it to be something, but just a tissue, unfortunately. Yeah, we're still waiting on potential entries on GU, EU. We're waiting mainly for EU to invert this fair value gap for them both to line up. As we said earlier, you don't really want to jump in this until they're all aligned. Hopefully this provides another okay, we've got another FEG now, so hopefully it can print one there as well, but if not, then we're going to have to wait till this level comes back down. So again, we're waiting for price to invert the fair value gap and then re-tap it. But right now EU doesn't want to move in alignment, or G doesn't want to move in alignment. Bro said you want to kick cats. What a weird thing to say. I know he said no rage baiting, but seriously, where's your beard gone? I've never had a beard. Okay, how about that? I've never had a beard. Can't grow one. Not enough testosterone. How about that? Is that the answer you was looking for? Is that the answer you was really looking for after all this time? Is that what you wanted to hear? Because you got the answer now, haven't you? Yeah, I will be back for Wednesday. Oh, wait, I missed bare comments. Which video is that, bro? What's the title? My most recent vid, bro. My most recent video. Oh yeah, you're coming back to UK from Thailand for Christmas. Nice, bro. Nice, man. I wanted the order block on GJ. You think I should close if we're expecting a sell-off? No, we're expecting GJ to be bullish, bro, but I'm saying we're expecting the yen basket to be bearish itself. So the yen basket, obviously, how it works is we got GJ, EJ, and UJ. So if we want the yen basket, JPY itself, to be bearish, it means we want these pairs against it to be bullish. Right, so that means we want a bullish GJ, a bullish EJ, and a bullish UJ. Where did I say we are bullish, bro? You're literally... Well, I just said we're bullish on JPY pairs, and you just said that I'm waffling. So, do you disagree with me or not? Or are you just there to be annoying? Are you just a rage baiter? Oh, I see. It's fine, don't worry. Some people that watch me day in, day out still try and rage bait me. So join a club. You'll probably fit right in with my fan base or my community base. I wouldn't even call it a fan base. I'd probably call it a hater base at this point. The amount of rage baiting you man do. Love your analysis, man. Really educative. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, Odia. Moon cycle strategy. Haven't heard that in one min. That one in a min. Yeah, bro. We can see yen basket continuing down. Okay, this is tapped in now. This could actually be decent. This could actually be decent. Not going to lie, chat. This could be decent. Let's drag this across, see how this plays out. Let's send this one in as well. Now lose a dub, man. Thrill. Oh, hey, come on. Appreciate that, bro. Would you wait for a pullback on GJ? Yeah, I'd wait for a pullback, bro. I would wait for a pullback. It does, like, most likely is that it just moves off right here and just continues this leg. But you just don't really want to risk it because your stop loss is going to have to be too big. And also your target's going to have to be in, like, no man's land. There's nowhere really you can target. We'll go on the daily, see if there is anything, but I'm pretty sure we're at all-time highs. Okay, we're actually not at all-time highs, but you will have to aim for a POI from, like, 2008, which is crazy. Like, if you was to aim for... So the next relevant higher than where we are is from 2008, which is just like, ridiculous stuff. So, I mean, that's the only issue, in my opinion. I always want to aim for internal structure, so somewhere price has been before. So, for example, on this GJ, or UJ, sorry, we can see that price has been at this high before. It was there, what, at 11 o'clock. So we know that it's something we can actually aim for. Whereas EJ and GJ, it's kind of like, it's the opposite of that, really. Whereas it's all-time high, we've got to aim for areas that price hasn't really been on. Short on EU. Yeah, we're looking for shorts on EU, GU back down to that level. But it doesn't really look like it's giving anything right now. We're waiting for this fair value gap to get inverted. And the 15-minute to get inverted. We might invert the 15-minute here. We might invert the 15-minute. Let's wait and see. We've got 50 seconds left of the candle, chat, so we might. I'm in UJ. Fair play, bro. Fair play. Yeah, chat, who's in a trade right now? Let me know. Morning, Destiny. What you saying, bro? Or, I don't know. I always wondered this. What's the female equivalent of bro? And don't tell me sis, for fuck's sake. There's actually no female equivalent of bro. In EU short, bro, fair play. We're just waiting for the inversion. So for price to close below this bullish fair value gap right here. But we haven't actually managed to do it yet. We've just wicking through it, so... Again, patience pays, man. Patience pays is the key thing in the London session. Patience pays. It is the session that typically manipulates, so we need to be careful. Energy you base on the minute 15 FVG from old leg. Oh, this one here. Yeah, fair play, bro. Yeah, nice. Nice, man. Alright, nice. We're actually going to have a 15-minute fair value gap form on here, hopefully. Hopefully. JPY pair is coming down a little bit. Yeah, I'm in UJ. Fair play. Head and shoulders. Another head and shoulders trade. I'm not going to lie, bro. Head and shoulders, you're just going to be stuck in the matrix forever. So say hi to fucking Morpheus for me, bro. Let's see how this one does. This one's tapped in now. Let's see how it does. Bro, can you support me / help me by $25? I am so struggle with capital. Let me give you a lesson. Nothing's free in this world, and nothing ever good happens in this world that we live in. So unfortunately, me giving you free $25 would just actually do more harm than good, because it would teach you that stuff is free in this world, which it isn't, and you're just gonna go through life thinking it's all sunshine and rainbows when it's not. So I'm actually going to do you a favour here by not giving you $25 and instead invoicing you for $25. So, yeah, you're welcome for the life lesson there, bro. I tell you what, actually, I will send you $25. If we get 100 man in this stream, then I'll send you $25. If you grind out the chat and we get 100 man in this live, then yeah, I'll send you $25. That's the deal. That's the deal. See, look, that's a realistic deal because you're actually putting a bit of work in, you're getting something out. Is it not a confluence? What, head and shoulders, not really, bro. Not for me, anyway. Not for me. I'm also in UJ Longs. Nice, bro. I'm not actually in this right now, but we're just monitoring it, really. It's kind of broken out the low now as well, so could be a little bit peak. We're going for the next sweep on the 1 minute. Yeah, we swept out this low now on the 1 minute. We need the DXY to just a little bit of strength, DXY. I mean, it's sort of getting there. It's just kind of wicking. It's just kind of wicking up right now. Hopefully we can just continue a little bit higher. That will help us out for EU and GU. I mean, we can come back to our POIs, to then re-enter. And it'll also help out the UJ as well, so... Yeah, bro, I'm switching it up. Yeah, it's switching up on me. I've almost have the same entry. Fair play, bro. I mean, the thing with JBYs is your stop loss is normally going to be quite a lot bigger. So 7.5. I mean, it's not massive, but it's quite a bit bigger than it would normally be on EUGU. Okay, this shit is absolutely racing down. Let's see what we could potentially be targeting. I mean, it's not really much lower than this right here. So this is, if we don't tap into this chat, then yeah, you probably cooks. But we'll see how it does. See how it does. We'll wait and see on the 1 minute. Wait until we do on the 1 minute chat. Not looking good on EU. Yeah, the dollar's just... Okay, that's why. The dollar's just had that awful leg down. That awful 5 minute leg down. So yeah, these... Not gonna lie, these GU and EU probably not going to happen right now. Again, we're just waiting for the inversion. But that's why we wait first. We wait for price to prove itself to us. Because we know what the DXY can be like. Especially this is a reversal trade as well. It says in the bottom right, bro. This is EU right now. And just to make it even worse, the end basket is pushing up, which is great. Just great. Yeah, this one's looking cooked. I mean, unless we're going for this unmitigated wick, this is looking cooked. I'm not going to lie. Took a loss on GU. Yeah, GU was unlucky, man. GU was unlucky. We had the inversion. We had the 5 minute inversion here. Everything was looking pretty good. The only thing that saved us is we was just waiting for the 15 minute on EU to correlate. But we was just, yeah, we was just edging the fair value gap. We was just wicking through the bottom of it. Just wicking through the bottom. And we didn't get the close. So there might still be an entry, but it is what it is, man. We'll wait and see. Yeah, I mean, if we go on EG as well, we can see GU has really been bodying the Euro this morning. Which doesn't help. Also, the DXY is not giving us any help. The M basket's not giving us any help. So, kind of annoying this morning, I'm not going to lie. It's one of them where price just had the distribution mad early. Can you buy me Tren? I don't think you really need any more Tren, Josh. It feels like it's popping out of every fucking hole in your body. So I'm going to go ahead and say no. Any advice on how to stop gooning to Archer Queen and Princess from Clash? Hang on, how old is the Princess? The Princess looks young as anything. Around 16 to 22. Oh, well, you've got some explaining to do, Mehmet, haven't you? Now, you've got some real explaining to do. Actually, we could probably work this out. How old is the Princess in Clash? How old is the Archer Queen? If the Archer Queen's not pushing 30 at least. No, like age. What's her age? I want to know when it got... Early 20s. Okay, so if the Queen is in her early 20s... then that means the Princess has got to be in, like... she's about 10 or something, bro. Holy shit. Mehmet, you've got some mad explaining to do, bro. Some mad explaining to do. That's why you should think before you speak. 16, 22, great age. To be fair, you are 18, but wouldn't say 16 is a great age. Josh has been on gear forever. Yeah, trust me. Just took a L on you, Jay. Bro, what is this soundball, bro? What is that? It's still in. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This one did get absolutely cooked. I'm glad I didn't actually jump in this one, but holy fuck, that got cooked quick. Yeah, it's just $1 for you. The dollar decided to have the leg down again, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Do you think a 10 pip stop loss is a lot? Nah, bro, it's calm. 10 pip stop loss is calm. Again, we're still waiting for EU. This is probably not even going to come through now, so we'll might as well delete this, but we'll just see what happens. Let me just quickly text the Discord. I'm an EU longs. Kept that one quiet, didn't you, Josh? Kept that one real quiet. Monthly and weekly time frame. Bro, I don't want to hear anything about the monthly and weekly time frame, bro. What do you want me to say? The monthly and weekly time frame. Look at the monthly time frame. Look at the monthly time frame on the M basket. It's clearly bearish. It's clearly fucking bearish, boys. It's clearly bearish. Clearly bearish. Monthly time frame on UJ. Clearly bullish. Undeniably bullish. I hate hindsight traders so much, man. I actually can't stand them. Like, bro, when you're looking at longs, everyone in the chat's like, yeah, longs. Then when it loses, you get one person that goes, well, and I kept it quiet. Like, bro, if you're not telling me before it happens, then you're making it up. I'm sorry. Call it cope, call it what you like. Hindsight traders, I hate you. That's the point. It gives you a clear picture. Yeah, we do look at the high time frame a lot, to be fair. Look at JR 30, JR 40. How many subscribers are we on YouTube as well? We are live on YouTube right now as well, chat, if you want to lock in. We are on... Why don't it tell you the exact amount? Alright, I need about 50 more subs to hit 4K. Yeah, DXY is just crushing it right now. Absolutely crushing right now. Bro, stop inviting me to go live, please. I'm in GU Longs. Fair play. We'll have a look at GU Longs in a minute, bro. I mean, GU Longs are just crushing it, to be fair. There's nothing really else about it. Fair play if you did get in those GU or EU Longs. We want it to really come down first. Want it to come down to this first in order to really give a decent entry position, but... Fair play right now. It does look like it's just going to continue. Let's have a look at JR 30. JR 40. The JR 40 is one of them where it's just going to be bullish. It's more than likely is just constantly going to be bullish because it is an index. I mean, yeah, in terms of... there's not really much you can say on the higher time frame because we've been consolidating so peakly for ages. But yeah, we've got our target here. This is our overall target. We've also got CRT if this candle's low here. So he swept out this candle's low, closed back within the range, so we'll be targeting this candle's high. So immediately, really, you'd be bullish. Again, this is the sweep here. That's the sweep. And this is the target. The price action is not really looking great on the 4 hour, to be brutally honest with you. You also, the indicator that I use doesn't work on this pair, which is actually bare annoying. But looking at what we're seeing, I'd say we got our range low here, range high here. And we have just come into our fair value gap here. Just come into the fair value gap here. So we'll be really looking for continuations, looking for price to continue higher off of this leg. So yeah, I'd be looking to enter off of this fair value gap here. If price comes down a little bit lower to that fair value gap, be looking to go something like that. Stop loss on the low, TP on these equal highs here. Well, they're not actually equal highs, we actually took out the high. But yeah, that's what I'll be really looking at on GR40, boys. Let's make some bread before Christmas, lads. Come on. Come on, bro. GJ's sweet. Yeah, GJ's nice, but it's just, again, it's just not really coming down to any decent points. I'm not going to lie, UJ, bro, I'll take that personally as well, bro. Fuck you for that. Seriously, UJ, that was a liberty. That was actually bang out of order from UJ. Bang out of order, bro. Absolutely bang out of order. So you're telling me every single fucking pair in the world against the JPY is bullish, apart from the one that actually has a target on the... Oh, mate. Fuck this pair, bro. Literally, mate. I can't stand fuck. Can't even pronounce it, bro. I can't even stand it enough to say it. UJ, bro. UJ, honestly, I've got a personal vendetta against UJ. Serious personal vendetta against you. I'm not even going to look for entries now, bro. I mean, we technically have had a change of character there. We've got a fair value gap there. But we know what you're about. You're just going to edge us about and then fuck us. It's what you've done multiple times before. It's what you're going to do today. You just are going to edge us and fuck us, aren't you? We just know it's going to happen. I just know it's going to happen. I'm tempted to reverse psychology and actually enter this one, though. In all seriousness. Because the stop loss is going to be so tight, you could probably just pass an account just purely off of that. Off of aiming for like fucking 10 pips. Like you, oh mate, I am tempted. I am really tempted to enter this. I mean, you can't have it that tight. It'd have to be at least down here, and then you'd have to target like, I don't know. I would still target the high. You want to make it worth it. Just to pass another account. I've got a little couple challenges there just to spam away. So we seriously ain't trading Christmas, I hope, bro. We're trading. We are trading when Santa's coming down the chimney, bro. We're trading any day, any time. Thoughts on EG? Let's have a look. CLT for life. Hey, mate, can you send me a link for the indicator, please? I know you got your old one trying details at 4 AM. Yeah, bro, just go in the Discord and ask for it, bro, and someone will send it. Looking at EG right now, you can see the euro is not really that strong at all, and the pound really is. See, as we said last week, man, was at pretty much a really important point where we was coming off of the potential monthly or weekly, order block here to potentially come higher. Was one possibility, and then the other possibility was just to continue this 4-hour bearish structure, making lower lows, lower highs. If you look here, you can see price just making that bearish structure, and then we're just on a retracement up to the order block to then come lower. So it was either going to come lower off this order block or come higher off of this weekly order block, and obviously it looks like right now we are coming lower. You can see we had pretty nice price action based on this 4-hour inversion, which was a bullish fair value gap. We tapped into it initially, then traded through it, and then we've just re-tapped into it 50% and then started to sell off. GU looking good. Not really looking that good, bro, to trade. I'll be real. I'll be honest, it's not looking that good to trade. It's not looking that good to trade. I'll be perfectly honest with you. It's just too bullish right now. I mean, if you just want to buy, yeah, you can buy a bit. It's like where you're going to have your stop loss. You're going to have your stop loss all the way down here. So you're going to have to buy like here, stop loss all the way. Or even if you have a tight stop loss like that, still 10 pips. And you're going to have to aim for like a random point just for a 2-to-1. It's one of them. If you haven't got in GU longs already, then you've probably missed the move. I'm not going to lie. But it's still, if you got in, like, yeah, if you got in already, it looks good. What are you trading? Just mainly our majors, bro. EU, GU, JPY pairs as well. Yeah, we're waiting for a potential UJ entry. I do still think a UJ entry will be nice, but we're just waiting for that decent time to get in one. Now we've actually got a decent 1 minute high we can actually wait for it to break. We can actually wait for this to break now. So we've got a lower time frame thing to actually go off. So let's wait, see if we do get a change of character on this. Let's see where our volume is as well on this. You can see all the volume's really coming from there, which is not really telling us much, to be fair. Not really telling us much. Let's go down onto lower time frame, see what points this is actually from. So I mean, from a start, we've got this accumulation here where there's clearly people entering the market. And yeah, you can see people getting in there. Yeah, this is where the max volume is, and we've just broke below it, so... Everyone double tap the screen, man. Let's get 10k likes in here real quick. But yeah, we can see the max volume's here, and price is sort of testing to break below it. So we'll see if it wants to come any higher. I'm locked in like Anthony Joshua for the new year. I understand everything is a mental game. I'm going to take the soul of trading next year and break it down. Bro, that was the most cringiest thing I've ever heard ever. And also, why do you keep changing your YouTube name? Why is it Tuka now? Like, what is actually wrong with you, bro? What is it? Yeah, like, why does he keep changing his username? Like, get a life, bro. Seriously, get a life. Like, all due respect to my viewers and that. Get a life. Who's got time? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on YouTube and change my username. Holy. I'm not even going to say the word. I don't want to get this account taken down, but I think this will suffice. Right, let's see if we get a change of character on this. £75 on this YouTube. By the way, chat, we are live on YouTube as well if you want to see the full screen of face cam. And what was that video you told us to watch for your strats? My most recent video, bro. Literally my most recent video, Rupesh. So gassed, Andrew Tate lost, mate. His aura is lost. The guy needs to leave the net ASAP. I'm not gonna lie, that was probably one of the most significant aura losses we've ever seen. That was like the 1920s of aura loss. That was the 1920s of aura loss, I'm not going to lie. The 1929 of aura loss. The 1929 of aura loss. We did witness it live. What's causing this? Is the DXY moving lower again? Yep, DXY just moving lower. The M basket moving higher. Probably better off at this point just waiting for the M basket to actually fill this fair value gap a little bit. Can you send a link to your indicator, please? Just join the Discord, bro. I'll put it in the Discord chat. I've just dropped it in the free chat of the Discord, so just get in the call, bro, and I'll drop it in there. What are we looking at for EU? Mainly looking at longs once we come down to a decent point. So ideally we come down to this order block here, although right now it is looking kind of unlikely. So we want to come down first in order to go higher. It's looking kind of unlikely right now. My sheer perspicacity of sheer indefatigability in any endeavour of any realm. You said that so badly wrong, it's almost a joke. But, I mean, what does that even mean for a start? I think, what is it? My sheer indefatigability mixed with my, or coupled with my pure fucking, oh man, I don't even know. Bro said that, bro dropped that quote just to then lose to fucking Chase Demore. And bruv, Chase Demore, I reckon if I stood there like this and Chase Demore just banged me in the face repeatedly, I don't think he'd be able to knock me out. Like, he's literally got mitten hands. He was literally like... His uppercuts were decent, but like... He swings like he's got a hammer. Like it's like his jabs and shit are like hammer fists. Like his haymakers are hammer fist. His uppercuts are actually like alright. That's what took Tate's chin off. Okay, why is my monitor? Okay. Look, you complain every day, mate. You clearly have problems in knowing how to trade. You're raging, smashing tables. Work on your psychology this week. I do not want advice from anyone who sits there and regularly changes their fucking YouTube name. Bro is on the 1 minute now gambling. Worst rage bait attempt of all time. Get better. Get better. Get better. We're going to start talking about trading then or what? Yeah. You see gold exploded in mental last night. I don't trade gold, but I keep an eye. Yeah, new all-time highs for gold, man. New all-time highs for gold. Breaking past that 44. When will we see 5k gold? That is the question. When will we see 5k gold? When are we going to see 5k gold? Kevin, it was quite nice without you this December. Yeah, low-key it was nice without you, Kevin. I mean, I know you are a valued member of the community and that, but it has been way more peaceful without having your annoying comments in the side of my eyes every fucking day. But yeah, there's not really much going on in the markets, by the way, bro, which is why I'm sort of just talking about other things. You can see what DXY is moving off of. DXY is just going to continue down, really. DXY is just going to continue down, so there's not really going to be any entries for DXY or for dollar pairs, I'll be honest. What's the yen basket doing? Let's see if we can break this high. I mean, I'm not confident on it at all. I'm waiting for longs for US 30 later on in New York. Fair play, bro. Yeah, we're just looking at Jer 40 actually looks alright. We're just looking at that. And we'll have a look at US 30 in a sec. Let's see if we can fill this fair value gap. Your attitude gives off them, they pronouns too. Yeah, facts. Okay, yeah, apparently we're 43 subscribers away from 4k. Let's go. Gold all-time highs, absolutely stripping moves. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean, bro? Yeah, I doubt we're going to be able to react off this fair value gap just based on how purely and utterly weak the dollar is right now. How embarrassingly weak it is. But we'll see. Five seconds left. Okay, yeah, we're not going to react to fit. That's that inverted. Holy, mate. The market, I mean, I know it's not the best day to trade anyway, but the market is super, 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 super dead right now. Super dead. Is gold at least going to give us something? Caught along on the Euro USD on the pre-London. Lovely, bro. I'm waiting for Jer30 to go to the order block to buy. Yeah, we're waiting for this, that 30-minute fair value gap to be filled. Price to tap into that 30-minute fair value and then continue higher. We have swept out the Friday high though, which is kind of nice for bears, but overall on a higher time frame, we are bullish. Yeah, everyone drop a sub on YouTube if you're not subscribed already, boys. Asia's been more active than London on gold recently. Yeah, facts. Facts, Jason, bro. Facts. Facts. Well, that's why we're seeing that 11 PM strat, where you basically wait for the market open at 11, see where the first fair value gap is, and then just enter after it forms. So that fair value gap forms after that candle closes, and you just enter, stop loss below the gap, and then TP at the next relevant point. That seems to have been the best move, I'm not going to lie. It has been moving massively over the Asia session. But yeah, that's lovely, Toto. W chat cheddar live, let's do it 100. Come on, bro. Oh, mate. Yeah, I agree. You could have done that so many times last month. Yeah, man. Gold has been moving mad recently. It had that last few months of about a month or so of consolidation, and since then it's just had that mad breakout. You can see it had this period here where we just didn't really move at all, and now we've just had that next fucking mad bullish move. Any pairs worth trading right now? Any pairs worth trading? So have a look at the volume here, see if there's any volume that's likely to be kicking. No, there's not. What about on this? Is any volume likely to be kicking in the market at this point? From this high to this low here? No, there's probably not. Probably just going to continue higher on a UGU. DXY is going to continue weak. The M basket, we want it to reach a bit of a better point before we jump in, so yeah. Honestly, Lou, just STFU, you're irrelevant. How am I getting called irrelevant in my own life? That's a new all-time low, I can't lie. Irrelevant in my own life, damn. That's a new all-time low. Why don't you trade gold, bro? It's just not really that. It's just kind of hard to develop like a consistent strategy. In my opinion, the only real way to trade it is to scalp it and to just be aware of the fundamentals. It's not like EU or GU where we typically have like the same method of distribution every morning. So like we'll have the same certain ways of entering trades every morning. It kind of moves just different every single day, which is why it's kind of hard to trade long term. When you have like these nice like times where it's just clearly bullish and you can capitalize on that, that's nice. But in terms of like a long term thing, it's a little bit too hard to tame, really. How many subs we on, boys? Fuck me, yeah, we just got like 20 subs in that last minute. Everyone drop a sub if you haven't already, boys. We're nearing that magic number of 4K. I don't know why it's a magic number, but it is. It is. Any pairs you man are looking at? Any other pairs you man are looking at trading? Anything actually looks nice, chat? Holy shit. Someone tell me a pair that actually looks nice. Someone tell me a pair that actually looks nice. He's a terrible guy, bro. Treats women like crap. Chase did a fantastic job to humble the clown Tate. Jesus, you my mum, bruv. You my mum in the chat. He's a terrible guy who treats women like crap. Yeah, but he's based. See, this is the thing. You can be a lot of things, but if you're based, it kind of makes up for a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. It was the 1929 of Aurelos watching Tate get punched up. It was kind of sad. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Chat is moving. Bitcoin looks like it wants to rally up. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is having a little bit of a rally. Wait, why have I got this line here? Okay, that's a volume profile line. Makes sense. Bro, where's all my light? Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm bearish on Bitcoin for a while now. Anyway, we are at this. We're trading within this range, and we're holding this level pretty well. But I don't think that's going to mean too much. Like we're holding this this level here pretty well. but I do think we're eventually going to break it. USD JPY push, AUD. Apparently AUD pairs are actually moving alright. Holy, we've reached a new low, bro. We're trading AUD JPY. Let's check UJ first. Let's check UJ. Apparently there's a push. I don't know if you're trolling. Okay, there actually has been a push. There has actually been a change of character on this. Not gonna lie, it was it was a painful change of character. I mean, it took its sweet time. It's like we're filling this fair value gap right here. Let's mark out the 50%. Hopefully we can come down to fill the 50%. I mean, we're kind of begging it right now. We are low-key begging it, but this would be the trade you'd be looking for. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, it's low-key begging it right now. Because you need the dollar to really push up, which is just not really looking likely. We need the dollar to push up. The yen basket, we're pretty confident it will end up pushing down. But it's the DXY we need to really like significantly push up. And not only just to this level either. Like we need it to push up really past that. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. Let's check AUD JPY though. And AUD USD. Again, it's kind of at all-time highs, so it's so difficult to actually find a decent... Well, it's not at all-time highs, actually, but it's at, like, very, very significant highs. So, not really much to aim for. Also, don't know what the AUD is saying at all. What I'd really be looking at this is I'll be looking at price to come down to rebalance this leg a little bit. So, to fill this imbalance here. Let's do on the volume as well to see where price is going to come back to. Looks like price is most likely going to return to this order block just underneath the Friday high. So that's what I'll be looking at, man. I'll be looking at price to first come down to that level there. And then, obviously, buy up to that external high. That's what I'll mainly be looking at, chat. On AUD JPY. In terms of looking for sells down, I wouldn't really... Yeah, I wouldn't really be looking to see that. AUD CAD core. We've got a lot of AUD fans coming out of the woodwork today. Oh. Okay, looks literally the exact same. Ever so slightly different. Ever so slightly different. To be fair, AUD CAD's actually got quite a lot to aim for, so that's actually pretty decent. You can see we've actually got a recent high. It's actually been getting bodied. AUD's actually been getting bodied by... Okay, wait, this is AUD CAD. That's why. I was thinking it was AUD JPY. On the daily, it does look like we are at this decent little turning point. Where you can see we've got our range high. Our range low. And then we've got our internal order block. So we want to buy off our internal order block to our external high up there. So that'll be the main direction we're looking at price going in. We'll mark on the high there. Do we have weekly CRT? No, we don't. Monthly CRT? Not really. Well, we sorted it. No, we don't. So let's go down onto the 4 hour. Again, price is looking bullish, but it's just not at a good point at all. It's just not at a good point at all to be buying. Again, I feel like I'm saying this for every fucking pair we're looking at, but it's looking like we want to fill this fair value gap first. We want to rebalance the leg. You don't want to be buying at the absolute premium point. You want to wait till we're at a decent point first. But yeah, again, it's just tiring saying this time and time again, but it does look like we want to come down a bit first. We do have this 4 hour CRT, so we could potentially look for sells down into that level. Let's go down onto the 15 minutes, see what we're seeing. I mean, swept the Asia high. Traded into this fair value gap. Yeah, man, it just looks like we want to sell off first. We want to sell off first before we do anything. I'll probably be looking for price to re-tap into this fair value gap here. Stop loss above the high. It's quite tight, to be fair. You may as well up it to 4. And then aim for this 4 hour CRT low. I mean, again, we are bullish, but we're just looking at sells to then buy. We're just not at a decent point on any of these pairs right now. Sell to then buy is really what we'll be looking at. Worth trading last week of December? Not really, bro, I'll be honest. Not massively. USD CAD long. Did we just look at USD CAD? No, we didn't. I wouldn't really be looking at longs on USD CAD, bro. Yeah, USD is getting bullied by the CAD. Absolutely bullied. Higher time frame wise, yeah, last time we looked at this, we have been short for a while as well. Obviously on the monthly time frame, we've got this imbalance here. So we've got our range low, range high, our internal fair value gap. So we want price to come from our internal fair value gap to our range low. So again, we do have a higher time frame bearish target. We did have that monthly CRT, which has now been completed in the month of December, which is nice. And yeah, now we're just in this bearish leg. So I'll just be looking at sells, bro. I'll just purely be looking at sells. And again, there's not really much to look to enter off. Like, we're just rallying down. Where the dollar's so weak this morning, it's not giving any entries. Like, all the dollar pairs are just rallied down so far. Take a look at GJ. Having a nap holding EU longs, fair play. Right, let's look at GJ. Again, man, just bullish, similar like to literally everything, chat. We are literally like right at the premium of everything. It's just such a bad place to be entering a trade. But when you enter a trade, you want it to be, even if we are bullish, you want to enter like down here. Right, you want to enter like down here. Or even here or something. You do not want to be entering all the way up here. Oh. You do not want to be entering all the way up here. Because for a start, you've missed majority of the move already. So you don't really want to buy because you're going to be a latecomer that ends up getting cooked. But then also, you definitely don't want to sell because we're at such a premium point for a reason. The pair's so bullish. So that's basically what we're seeing on everything. Everything right now is up here. So that's why it's kind of difficult to look for anything, to be fair. Again, UJ just not really giving anything. What the fuck's that? Yeah, UJ's going to invert this, I'm pretty sure. It's got 20 seconds. As we said, man, JPY, we're pretty confident it will continue down. But DXY is also going to continue down, which is just not what we want. Can you pause the live, please? I'm going to go toilet. Why don't you just shit yourself? Bro, look at GBPNZD. Oh. Another crazy pair to even look at, but let's have a look. Okay, GBPNZD actually looks nice. Holy shit. Oh my god. We've actually found a pair that looks nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm actually shocked. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words, bro. I'm lost for words. We've actually found a pair that looks nice. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Would you believe it? There is actually a pair that looks nice this morning. Holy shit. Holy shit. So, we filled this imbalance. We've obviously got to lower the range here. Higher the range here. Filled the imbalance, so we'll be looking to buy up to our external high. We've also just had that 4-hour candle completed. Okay, move. But that 4-hour candle completed, which has given us a bullish CRT in line with the direction we want price to go in. CRT is actually nice, a pretty decently big candle. Decent structure on that low as well. Oh my god, it actually looks alright. Holy shit. Who would have believed it? Christmas come, well not really Christmas come early, that's exaggeration. But it actually does look alright. In terms of an actual entry point, we are going to have to wait for a little bit of a retracement, in my opinion. Because we do want to go off of this order block right here. We do want to go into that order block there. So I'll be looking at price coming down, tapping into this order block. Stop loss on the low. TP on that CRT high. I'm actually lost. I'm speechless. There's a pair that actually looks somewhat decent. You trade all Forex pairs. Now, bro, I only trade EU, GU mainly. We just look at everything, though, for the chat. And right now, nothing looks good at all other than GBP and ZD. How many trades do you take per session, bro? No more than one per session, bro. No more than one per session. Well, I'll mark out a lot because obviously people are trading different pairs and got different ideas. But in terms of actually placing a trade, I wouldn't really enter more than one every session. I only trade London session as well, by the way. London session is goated, if you didn't know that already. This shit is just... Alright, let's bookmark this, because somehow we've actually found a pair that moves. It's looking decent. How far away are we from coming to the entry as well? About 13 pips, so we're not right next to it, but we are looking alright. We are looking decent. We're looking a little bit decent. EU's got another 15-minute fair value gap here as well, so we can wait for that to be inverted. There might be a potential trade there, but again, we don't want to trust the dollar to be bullish this morning. We just don't. It's been really, really bearish since the open. Asia session, as soon as it ended, we got that mad sell-off. Is that because it's nearly Christmas? Yeah, that's exactly why, bro. You in a trade or nah? Nah, not right now, bro. Are you waiting for a reversal? Yeah, bro. Cheers. What's this CRT? I know CRT it's called, bro. Candle range theory. So essentially, the theory is that every candle's a range. So you essentially want to wait for 3 candles. So this is an example. This is an example here. If we go back, so every candle's range has a high and a low. So what you want to do, you want to look for a big candle like this blue one here. Fuck me, like this red one here, and you can see it's got a high and a low. Now what you want to look for is the next candle after it to open, take out the high or low, and then close back within the range. So obviously the candle range is here. Candle range is there, and you want price to open, take out your candle high, and then close back within the range. And this tells us that we are then going to reverse down to that candle's low. The reason it tells us that is because it says that this move up here was purely a manipulation move in order to stop people out and then continue lower. It also shows that the move didn't have enough power to continue higher, so therefore we are going to reverse. It's a really, really good way of seeing reversals, and then as you can see, you just expect that the next few candles to take out the low, like this, which we did there. And that's basically what we've got here. If you see, we've got candle A here, this black candle there, and then we've got candle B, this one, took out the low, and then closed back within the candle range, which tells us we're going to then reverse up to the candle's high. So that's basically what CRT is. I've got videos on that on my YouTube as well, how to trade it. So yeah, pretty decent way of trading, I'm not going to lie. You want to use it in confluence with other things as well. I was struggling with bias, CRT fixed that. Yeah, CRT's unreal, man. People are slacking. I'm going to be trading Christmas Day as well. Yeah, that's the one day I'm not going to be trading. Like, Christmas Day is the one day I won't be live. I'll be live every other day. I'll be live Boxing Day. I'll be live Christmas Eve every day. Just not Christmas. Thanks, bro. CRT I know as well. I thought it was CIT. Got confused. Oh, yeah. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. We have inverted this now as well. So, again, technically you'd be valid to enter shorts on EU. But I don't trust the dollar at all to go higher. I'll be honest, chat. I do not trust the dollar to go higher. We haven't even started to invert the equivalent fair value gap. We haven't even entered it yet. So, I'm going to mark it on anyway. But I wouldn't trust this position whatsoever. I would not trust this position at all. I'm not going to lie, chat. I'm not going to lie, I would not trust this position at all. 5 pip stop loss, so it's pretty tight stop loss. And then again, aiming for that volume level down there. But yeah, I wouldn't be itching to enter this one whatsoever, chat. I just don't trust the dollar. EU sells, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It has just printed looking decent, but yeah, I just don't trust the dollar to continue higher. It hasn't shown any evidence. EU, the only reason EU is moving like this is because you can see if we look at EU, the dollar itself is really, really weak. But the dollar being weak doesn't mean anything. Sorry, the euro itself is really, really weak. You can see that from EG. Pound's absolutely bodying it. But that doesn't really mean anything considering that the dollar's weak as well. So if the dollar's weak and the euro's weak, EU's still going to struggle to move down. Because the dollar is the dominant pair of the two, obviously. Can't believe there's no football but 1 games. Yeah, that's poor. Why did they get rid of Boxing Day games? It's actually so dead. Actually so dead. Okay, that UJ actually moving a little bit. Again, I just don't trust the dollar. I do not trust the dollar one bit to continue strong at all. I'm sorry, I just don't trust it. Don't trust it at all. I'm not going to lie, chat. Do not trust the dollar at all. Just don't trust the dollar. We'll see if we get a confirmation breaker structure. That'll be our second one. So we've had our change of character already. We'll see if we get our breaker structure as well. And then that might confirm it a little bit more. But we need to wait for that. EU sales valid right now. I mean, they are valid, but again, I just do not trust the dollar to continue higher. We need is the euro weak? Euro's definitely weak. But do we trust the dollar to continue higher? I don't trust it at all to continue higher. So it's valid, but it's very, very risky considering the dollar is... You're basically going to be fighting against the dollar, which is never a good thing. On the charts or in real life. If you're fighting against the dollar in real life, your country's probably going to get absolutely smashed to bits. So, same on the charts. Mate, this is painful. This is painful. Very, very, very painful morning, chat. Very painful morning. The market is bullish, bro. Yeah, it's because of the DXY, man. It's because of the DXY. What time frame, bro, are you on? EU? This is a 15-minute time frame I was looking at. As we said, really, the sells are only sells to look to then continue higher off of this order block, but the only reason we're seeing price print these black candles here and sort of inverse fair value gaps is purely because the euro's weak. The dollar is not weak at all. I mean, the dollar is also very weak. So remember, if you want to sell off for EU, you want the dollar to be... I mean, well, first of all, you want the euro to be kind of weak, which it is. That's the first thing. But then you also want the dollar to be strong. But the dollar's not strong at all. So, yeah, you're probably going to get cooked if you enter shorts here. I'm not going to lie. You probably are going to get cooked. Got another fair value gap here on this. So, again, we got some fair value gaps, but the dollar's just not traded into its own ones. So, can't have shit in the UK anymore. Mate, we actually can't have anything in the UK anymore. Like, genuinely. Like, anything fun or good, they just get rid of. I swear. It's actually horrible to live in this country nowadays. Right, we've had that confirmation break now. So, really, you are... Again, you're technically valid to get in, but the only reason we're moving right now is purely because of the M basket. The M basket is moving a little bit bearish, which is why UJ's moving a bit bullish, but we do not trust, again, look, we do not trust the dollar to be bullish. We just don't trust it. You can see it has a few candles where it really struggles to make any movement, and then one candle just comes in and absolutely cooks it. Same thing we had here. All these candles that struggle to come up to the high, and then 3 candles just absolutely body all the work. Same with here. Candles really struggling to push higher, and then absolutely bodied by one candle. So just don't trust it. Yeah, I can't lie. It looks peak there. Even was medium inducement on EU and price not really moving. Yeah, that's it, bro. Literally, man. It's just the dollar. The dollar's just weak, so there's nothing really tradable. Anything against the dollar is going to be super, super, super hard to trade. Super hard to trade. What's your strat? We trade Asia liquidity strategy, bro, and DTO continuations. But there's nothing this morning. Absolutely niche. Absolutely niche this morning, I'll be honest. We've retapped into this fair value gap on gold, so gold might be decent for buyers. But, mate, even that's just begging it. It's just begging it, really, isn't it? Yeah, as you can see, as we said, man, dollar getting absolutely bodying any opportunity for any sells of anything against it, which is kind of annoying. There we go. Joe, I thought we would have tapped him, so you can go on the 1 minute now and look for your actual refined entry if you didn't enter straight away. So you want to wait for this high to be broken. See, some people probably would have just entered off of that 30 min. But that's about all we're really seeing, chat. That's literally all we're seeing right now. Literally the only thing we're seeing move. What about GBPNZD? Yeah, GBPNZD, again, we're bullish on, but we want it to tap us into the order block first before we get in. Because if you get in now, we're kind of near to our target. Our target's this 4-hour high here after sweeping the 4-hour low. But you want to really wait for price to come back down to our order block and then continue up to that. Look at EU, it just inverts madly. You go back. It actually did move quite nice. Again, it's just a dollar though. It's purely just a dollar, man. If the dollar can come up a bit higher, then we'll be in business for a lot of pairs. But it just doesn't look like that's going to be the case. It just doesn't at all. I'd love for that to be the case, but it just doesn't look like it. We at least want to come into this fair value gap at the very least. Like, give us something. We're dying here. We're dying for anything here. Any movement on anything, please. Come on. Come on, man. Alright, we're actually moving a little bit. We're into the fair value gap now. Are we going to be able to invert it? That's the thing. Now we're in it, we want price to close above. So we want price to come into it and then close above this fair value gap to disrespect this blatantly bearish order flow. Right, we need it to actually disrespect a bearish fair value gap. Again, this EU's running decently right now, but I just don't really have that much confidence in it, to be honest. I see Kev is back. Yeah, Kev's back again. Kev is back again. What about Naz? What's Naz doing? What about our DTO strat on Naz? Are we getting nice movement? We come very close to our DTO, but just about missed it on Naz. What are the differences between the pairs? Is it just how price moves? Depends what pairs, bro. But main thing that the difference are between the pairs is that they're going to move native to their session. So, for example, Euro and the Pound are going to move really nicely during the London session, whereas something like the CAD isn't really going to move during the London session. Same way, like the pound is not really going to move that much over the Asia session, but JPY and AUD is going to move really nice over the Asia session. Bro, I just bought a telescope for the moon strat. Can't wait to put it to work in the new year. Holy, bro, we might at this rate we genuinely might have to do it. What is the moon right now? What is the moon strategy right now? Whoever trades it in the chat, tell me what is the moon strat right now? Because bro just bought a telescope to trade it. I'm not gonna lie, that is dedication. It may be dedication to the most stupid strategy ever. I actually got banned last time I was talking about the telescope strategy because of how much I slated it. But given these markets, holy, moon strat is clear. Swear to God, man. Next person that actually trades the moon strat on my live. Would you rather have spaghetti as hair or sneeze meatballs? What the f... I would probably rather have spaghetti as hair and I'd just be bald and wear hats all the time. I'm not gonna lie, sneezing meatballs would be so painful and weird as well, and your nose would be massive for that to work. So yeah, basically, would you rather be bald or have a ridiculously massive nose? Yeah, I'd rather be bald. Can't wait to be peeking at the moon at 10 PM right before bed. To be fair, it's quite a relaxing strategy. You just stare at the moon and then click on the trade. Let me actually go on YouTube and see this shit.
Okay, so the goal is to buy the circle and sell at the wide circle. Yeah, alright. So here we go. We're giving an opportunity to buy a little bit lower.
Bro, why is this guy's chart lagging so much? All he's doing is fucking...
That's going to be it. We're just going to practice it.
There's not really much to practice, is there? You're just clicking buy when it says buy.
Done. Now we wait for the next dark
That's
circle.
my mentor.
We'll buy on the next dark
Imagine paying for a course and this is what it is.
Looks like we're going to buy a little bit on the high side. Is it buy on the dark circle?
What do you mean, is it buy on the dark circle? Have a guess. Have a fucking guess. It prints below. Yeah, who even is this guy? 100k subscribers. How's this guy got like 25 times the amount of subscribers I've got?
One of the simplest ways to trade Bitcoin is with the moon. So you can use this indicator called moon phases. New moons are typically local tops and full moons are typically local bottom. Today, April 16th, we see a full moon in Libra, local bottom, and now we're headed up towards the new moon in Taurus on April 30th. Share this with
This is why I'm not gonna... Okay, this is hot take right now. This is why we shouldn't let women trade. I'm sorry, I said it. I know I've got a lot of women in the community who are good at trading, but we have got fucking... What do you call it? Star signs or whatever they are. Moon signs or astrology in trading right now. Astrology in trading. Okay, fuck me. Okay, I've got to do this. I'm sorry. I've just got to do this. I've got to do this. Moon phases. Okay. Let's try this. Why not? What else have we got to? What have we got to really lose at this point? All right, let's try it on GU. You know what? Let's try it on EU. We'll give it the most chance because EU's the most moving pair. All right, let's get rid of all the drawings that we've got on it. Let's go on what, the 4-hour time frame. I mean, how often does the moon even change? I have no idea. I mean, for a start, you got to trade it on the daily, which is fucking painful. Alright, cool. Let's just go back. It seems like there's only the bullish... No, only the bearish moons. Okay, let's go. Let's see. So I reckon sell. When we get a full moon, we sell. Can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, here we go. So the full moon, we sell. Stop loss at the high. TP, I don't even know. I don't even know with this. Let's just go 1-to-1. Because this is what these idiots probably trade, don't they? 1-to-1. Right, let's see. Okay, that actually worked. Okay, we got another one. When was that? Was that before the blatant big bearish candle, or was that? Alright, cool. So, again, we're going to sell. We're going to have our stop loss on, well, I don't really know now, to be fair, on the high maybe. 1 to 1. Okay, 1 to 1. And let's see. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, we did get a bullish moon fucking thing print. I just realised I can barely see it. I'm going to have to change the settings of this. Waxing moon versus waning moon. What's that even? Okay, we actually missed a few. Okay, right. So we are currently break even on the moon strat. We're currently break even on the moon strat right now. Okay. So buy here. I've got a feeling this one's going to get absolutely obliterated. Stop loss on the low. TP at 1 to 1. Even less than 1 to 1. So we're giving ourselves more chance here. Okay, now it's telling us to sell. I'm a little bit confused now because we've sort of got two. We've got a long and a short on. And we don't really have anywhere to put our stop loss either. Where does the moon tell us to put our stop loss? It doesn't tell us that, does it? Fucking, we might as well just have it here and try and arbitrage. Fuck it. Okay, let's try and arbitrage the moon strategy. Let's go. Okay, so we are so 1-1 and 1 lost. So again, still at break even. Let's continue. I've got a feeling this is just gonna stay at break even forever. Okay, let's just add a buy position there. Bro, please stop inviting me to the live, please. Trust the method, the moons don't lie. What trading during Christmas does to a man. Yeah, facts, bro. They've actually got me testing out this utter nonsense. Okay. Oh, that sell one did alright. Show me fucking missed it. Okay, there we go. So there's the sell moon strategy. So again, one's going to win and one's going to lose. I think I've sort of realised the flaw in this strategy. So stop loss on the high, and then we're going to aim for a 1 to 1. So yeah, 1-1, 1 lost again. Break even again. Holy shit, man. Okay, we got a buy there. Was it really? Okay, we got a buy there. Okay. Stop loss on the low. TP at 1 to 1. We're going to get a sell one any minute now. Okay. This is just going to be the same thing over and over again. One's going to win, one's going to lose, isn't it? This is just going to be what it is. Okay, we've got another buy. I already despise this strategy based on what it's doing to my chart. TP's like, okay, it looks minuscule. It's still 66 pips though. Okay. Okay, so we're now on -1. Plus -2 actually. We're on -2. 1 a trade, -1. Okay, I'm gonna give it 3 more entries, right? Because we're down 1%. So I think the moon strategy's cooked. Exit. Okay, exit the trade when the next moon appears. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. That makes a bit more sense. All right, so we're gonna enter short now with a stop loss on the high, and we're gonna exit when the next moon thing shows. Okay, so let's start from zip. Okay, so we'd exit there. Okay, so that would be 1 point. Okay, let's keep a counter here because it's no longer 1 to 1. All right, so we're 1.35 up on the moon strat. Okay. Stop loss on the low. I'm gonna have it on this low. And we're just gonna wait until the next fucking instant loss. Okay, it's fine. We're still up 0.35%. That's fine. We just gotta wait like 10 days to the next fucking moon. Okay, we got to sell one again. Wait, was that there or was that the one before? Okay, no, it was the one before. Okay. Okay, another winner, alright. So plus 8-3. Okay, this is really getting annoying to actually work out now. 8-3 plus 3-5, what's that? 1-8, isn't it? 1-1-8. Okay. I've trained strats to the fusion reaction strat, chemicals and all that. Holy shit. Now that is something that would take off. As long as it's a good looking woman that's the one breaking down the strategy, then it'll do alright. If Tory Trade said that strategy, you man will be all over it. Okay, let's go. Oh, wait. Okay, so that one would have been plus 0.37. We're getting somewhere. What is 1.8 plus 3.7? I don't really have the capacity left in my brain to even work this out. 5.5. 1.55. Okay, it's actually performing alright. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we've been going for about a month now, and we're up like less than 2%, but maybe 1 to 2 are up in profit ready. I think it cooks the most. Moonstrat is profitable confirmed. Are we actually onto something here? Was all these times where I was punching my screen thinking about this strategy, was we actually onto something? Let's have a look. Okay, so TP at the next moon. Let's wait. Holy shit, we survived. No. Okay. So we're back down. I've got a feeling this is going to be very similar to what happened before, but we'll continue. Okay, there we go. Another sell print. Oh no, is that a buy? No, that's a buy print. Okay, that doesn't look too... I'm going to lie, that doesn't look too appealing. Now I'll stop loss on the low. TP at the next moon. Okay, this could be big. Oh, now we're at now. Alright, so then we would have closed it now. And that would have been 0.62. So it would have finished 1.02 up. So technically, based on our 1 month's worth of backtesting, the moon strategy is actually profitable. Holy shit. You should look into the fusion reaction strat made by Oppenheimer himself. He cooked in the Asia... Wow, he cooked during the Asia session. He sure did cook in the Asia session. I think he only really took 2 trades and then sort of longed off the strategy. But there was some pretty impactful trades. The fusion reaction strategy during the Asia session it's one to be reckoned with. Okay, the Matrix is onto us. They've lagged out my trading view because of how good that strategy was. Okay, let me get rid of this fucking moon phase thing. I'm not going to lie, that did way better than I was expecting it to do, though. Way better than I was expecting it to do. I was meant to have a call. Sam, send me a DM, bro. I'll jump on a call with you after, bro. What's the strat? It's the... We hit 100 XP in the live. Well, there's only 65 man. Right now. Oh my days, I feel like that's actually fully fried my brain. Completely and utterly fried my brain trying to do that shit. What's the stream even about? We are trading, but we're trying the moon cycle strategy because the market's not moving. Bro, no way it was actually somewhat profitable, though. No way the moon strat was actually a little bit profitable. That's crazy. But then what about something like JPY that's just blatantly always bearish? Or has been for the whole year? What happens then? Alright, yeah, we can see we filled this fair value gap and then had that nice sell-off. See if we can break the low or not. Sun strat. Oh my god. It's even better. It just gets better. Yeah, chat, I might jump off now anyway because the market is pretty dead. There's not really much going on. It's 11 o'clock now as well. Gone 11, so... I'm in the middle of coding my own strategy, doing entries at the moment. Milk taster. Yeah, let me know what your strategy is, bro. But everyone, drop a follow on TikTok, man, if you've been watching the stream. I am live on YouTube. We do have way more viewers over on YouTube as well. But yeah, everyone go over to YouTube, drop a subscribe on the channel. We're at 4K subs. Well, we're nearly at 4K subs. I think we're like 20 off. So everyone go drop a sub on that channel, or on our channel, Richesse Effects on YouTube. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, man, tuning in today. Not really a lot going on in the market, but we did manage to pretty much depict that the moon strategy is way more profitable than we thought it was. It is way more profitable than we thought it was, which is crazy. But yeah, big up to everyone who tuned in to the live today, boys. Appreciate you, man, tuning in. And I'll catch you in the next live, people. Sweet. That live actually did pretty good on TikTok, I'm not going to lie. It was our first day back on the Tiki. Reality mentioned me in the video.
Funny when you get myths sort of blown out the water by people. So I was always told when I started trading, like, don't trade December, there's not a lot of weight in the market.
Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, I appreciate all you, man, tuning in. If you want to speak to me, boys, join the Discord and send me a message on the Discord. Make sure you message me there. My name's in gold. I will never message you first, and I'll never ask for money in crypto, boys. Remember, I'll never message you first, and I'll never ask you for dough in crypto. So if you join the Discord and someone asks you that, then it's a fake account and it's not me. So yeah, if you want to message me, boys, just drop me a message there. On our Discord, we do have mentorship there if you want to get into mentorship. Signals there if you actually seriously want to learn to trade. I know we're sort of mucking about this morning, but yeah, if you go on my YouTube channel, there's a lot of videos on my strategy, how I actually trade in all seriousness. But yeah, I appreciate all you, man, tuning in, boys. Appreciate all the likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Best community in the game, man. 2026, we're just going to grow even further, man. We've hit 4K subs. Well, we should hit 4K subs before the end of the year. And our YouTube just going to keep growing and growing and growing, boys. And these streams are going to keep growing, getting better. The more views we get, the more action we get on the streams, the more shit I'll do for the streams. We'll go to different places. We'll get some dual streams going on, so we'll have Mace here as well. And we'll just do more fun shit, more full ports, bigger full ports. But yeah, appreciate all you, man, tuning in, boys. And I'll catch you in the next live, people. Sweet.